My name is Beyond Sadistic. We are the MTGPL, and this is Legacy Live. Welcome, everybody. We are here tonight to bring you brand new content from the MTGPL. Oh my lord, Dr. Leo, Pope Hoffy, what are we doing tonight, guys?
Dude, I'm so excited. This is something we're going to bring to you guys every couple of weeks, and I think this is going to be some of our most exciting content we've got for you guys. Basically, Doc and I spent the last week talking about Modern Horizon 2 spoilers, and then we decided we were going to build some decks out and basically just play them live while talking, while giving our honest opinion, fielding questions from you guys in the chat, and just having as much fun as we could over the next 3-ish hours. And I couldn't pick a better person to start this off with than my boy Doc, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, so we've seen so much changes happening in Legacy over the last couple of days. Lists have been coming out nonstop since Modern Horizons have dropped onto MTGO, and we are now looking at the paper release this Friday, and we're taking a look at some of the hottest decks. We're looking at the good new Delver lists. We're looking at the new threats, as well as the new control lists, which it's going to be fun matchups. We've picked a whole curated list. This first match is going to be very much what you're going to be seeing in the standard grind. These are going to be the new top decks. But going forward, we got our own spice and our own favorite decks coming in. So stick around for round number 3. That is going to be a fun time for all.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I'm real.
guys. Go ahead,
I'm
Pope.
So
super excited to bring these lists. Not only do we get to bring what I think are some of the now making some of the most powerful lists even more powerful, but bringing, like we said, for round 3, maybe a deck back to life for some of our fellow fans. I know my boy Brandon Blackwood here in Harrisburg, Virginia. This deck round 3 is for you to build. To hopefully, see you start playing Legacy with us. So I'm really excited to get this going.
I'm also excited. We are going to shuffle up, guys, and we're going to send you everybody over to the battlegrounds where we're going to see both decks go head to head right here. These gentlemen are going to walk through their plays. I am going to be here to field all your questions. Please ask them, and we will break in and get their thoughts as they're playing live. Is everybody ready for Legacy Live?
Oh, I'm so ready. This is gonna
oh
be
yeah.
not only we normally just get to do commentary on all of you guys playing, but now I get to sit here and do commentary on my own bad plays. So I'm really excited to see what happens here.
Oh yeah, I am 100% ready for my first big punt, dude. Like I know it's gonna get called out. Like it's gonna be one of my things. Like I'm gonna be playing a bad deck, but I'm gonna love doing it. And yeah, I'm excited. Give me 2 on top, please.
2 on top, I got you. Same as well, my friend.
Yep, I got you. The new COVID cut that we're gonna have to start getting used to going forward because you're not touching my expensive cards.
Let's do odds or evens, Doc, for you for first play.
Ooh, okay. I am down. I'll take odds. You
All
ready?
you, my guy. All you.
That's a 1.
You got it.
All right. Take the play.
Ooh, I have a split sleeve, so I'm gonna fix that really quick. We love that for us to start the day off.
Okay, so are we gonna play like we know the matchup, or are we gonna play like just in the blind?
I think we play in the blind, but let's talk about what we are looking at. So, like you guys
Yeah.
can see, I am playing Blue Red Delver here with some new changes. I have been adding Murktide Regent in the spot of Ethereal Forger here. I think the card is super strong for Modern Horizons 2. Looking at my opening hand here, I see some cards that get me going kind of slow. We've got a Sprite Dragon, we have a Young Pyromancer, a Ponder, and a Bolt with some lands. I'm actually going to ship this back on the play. I mean, on the draw here. So we're going to go ahead and go to 6.
Right, Chad. So this is where I'm looking at my hand and I'm like, all right. No, there's been a mantra that I've heard playing control decks. Brian Cobalt will always say this, keeping a hand that has a land and a ponder. Because, you can find whatever you might be looking for moving forward and stuff like that. But I think this one is just a little bit too hostile. So, reason why I'm saying this is because Miracles lists have changed a little bit. With the adaption of Abundant Harvest, you can keep the Miracles list have gone down from 20 to 22 lands at the most to actually only like 19 lands because Abundant Harvest makes it so you can always find your land drop whenever you want. The problem is like my one source of blue mana is not going to be stable in any sort of way, and Abundant Harvest doesn't guarantee that I'll be able to find a second blue source. So I kind of don't want to get caught if I get wastelanded off my first hand. So I'm actually going to ship this back.
All right, we're gonna be looking at our 6 here, and we're gonna see a very, very aggressive hand here, but as we are on the draw, a very possibly controlling matchup. I think we are gonna probably keep this hand. It is a one lander with the possibility of
Yeah,
going into a brainstorm. So we've got a Sprite
does
Dragon.
Delver even care anymore about
I
like
don't think
using one
so.
land?
Young Pyromancer, Chain Lightning, Force of Negation, Brainstorm, Scalding Tard, Murktide, and a Sprite Dragon. I think we bottom the Chain Lightning here, just not needing it right now because we don't exactly know what we're up against. We don't know if we need spot removal right now, and I think the ability, but also I'm also on the fence of possibly dipping this Murktide Regent. It is a beater right now, but right now it is just not necessarily good in our hands. So I think we're actually going to bottom the Regent here and keep this 6 right here. So
So I'm liking this 7. I think I'm gonna keep this. It does have a turn 1 ponder, but it has some of the more interesting cards in the matchup. So the fact that I have one stable mana, I like the fact that I have stable mana and
mhm,
I can just lead off with a fetch land rather than leading off with a naked duel.
mhm.
Abundant Harvest finds me further action, but the new tech in this is engineered explosives because so many Delver decks have gone to just so many one drops that you can
Yeah.
just clean them all up with a single engineered explosives rather than having the terminus. And then endurance, I love this card. I want to try this matchup out. Try it out in the matchup. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm going to end up shipping back probably the explosives because I already have a single removal spell and like I don't know like playing in the matchup, but I want to keep all the lands.
Yeah,
So
I think that's super smart.
yeah, I'm gonna lead on Misty Rainforest and go ahead, my friend.
Alrighty, my friend, we are gonna get ready and get going. I'm gonna draw here, and then I'm gonna go Scalding Tarn and pass, leaving up my brainstorm.
I am going to play a trop and cast Abundant Harvest. And I'm gonna say, oh wait, I choose on Revolution, a resolution. Oh, that's so good. Okay, yeah, cast Abundant Harvest.
I'm gonna pass on an Abundant Harvest.
Okay, I'm gonna say non-land.
Sure.
So reveal cards. I'll take a Jace.
That seems good. Seems
Uh,
pretty good.
go ahead.
At your end step, I'm going to now do what everyone knows what this deck's probably going to do. We're gonna go grab a volcanic island and brains.
Yeah, so talking about in this matchup, like having the ability to play around Wasteland and around Days are going to be huge because those two cards are what
Yeah,
matter in this matchup.
yeah.
Uh,
Those cards are absolutely up, like just need to be there. Like I said, we're gonna cast this brainstorm. I think they just absolutely need to show up there. Not even in your opening hand, but they need to be some of the cards you see in the first three pieces of this deck. And wow, we're gonna draw these 3 cards, and unfortunately get kind of punished. Which isn't great, but we do see a ponder in the top 3, so that's not terrible. So um, we're gonna put back some pieces here that I just don't necessarily need right now. We're gonna put back this one card and hello y'all. Welcome so much. So glad to have you guys here. And we're gonna put these back. And then we are going to go into our turn. Let's have upkeep draw. All right. So unfortunately, we did not hit a land off the brainstorm, which is a big feels bad, but it's not the end of the world right now. So we are going to start putting on a threat here on the board. So we're going to go and put a Delver on the board with one land in hand. I think that's the smart move to at least get the pieces that we know are there,
yeah, Delver's cool.
and then we'll pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Hmm. Okay. This is why I really like this card, but let's see. I want to go Abundant Harvest again. See
Sure.
if it's good in multiples again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I'm
non-land again.
sure.
Ponder. It's not the first. It does seem to just as more replace itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when I think you in a deck like Miracles that has that many non-lands in it, you just absolutely are just going to be refilling your hand over and over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. I think let's just get rid of this. I'm gonna play a Savannah and Swords and Delver.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play for you there.
Yeah.
Especially when we layered correctly with the brainstorm
Yeah,
to
exactly.
make
And
sure
I
we
see a
flip.
land. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Go
so we're
ahead.
gonna go up to 21 here.
No, the one thing I could have done is wait on
Actually,
upkeep
we're
to
gonna
do
go to
that to
20
play
because I
around the
cracked my
force
fetch and I'm bad
negation.
at math.
But like right now, I would rather have it resolve.
Yeah,
While I have like mana up for it,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
judges like the rest of my turn.
I'm gonna cast this Ponder to start my turn. See if we can actually find a land here. Ponder good.
Yeah, Ponder's good.
All right, cool. We're gonna keep these cards on top. We're gonna draw this card.
Keeping it on top, so it means like one of those one or two cards below it.
Definitely gonna play this second volcanic island.
Land. Didn't want to take the risks on the shuffle.
No, no, no. The top was good. Top was really good. We saw two lands, so we're gonna keep those on top, especially with the hand that we have right now, which seems super strong for what we're doing. So I am going to actually pass the turn with this open mana with 6 cards in hand and not be super upset.
Play an island and ponder.
Ponder is good. So now, unfortunately, seeing what miracles it can really do right now with those abundant harvests, you have already a significant advantage in your game one.
Oh
Four
yeah.
lands, not even cracking that Misty.
Oh yeah. Just being able to continuously hit my land drops is like not the worst in the world.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Xylophone, the deck lists are available. Cardboard Live should be up and running, and you guys can see that there.
Was that a pass at your end step?
Yeah, go ahead, homie.
Cool. At your end step, I am going to cast a brainstorm.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I really liked what I saw, so we're going to keep these going. So we're going to go ahead and draw these 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're going to put back 1 and 2. Untap.
And on your upkeep, I want to stop you here, homie.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna fetch
Mm-hmm.
for the first time this game. Go find me. Do I just like lean harder into the fact that I already have two dual lands on the board, and that like I mean, if you're gonna wasteland me, you're already gonna feel bad about it.
I mean, Wasteland. I think I'd already played the Wasteland that I would have had, especially with you start already so far ahead. Um, the fact that you're on 4 lands and I'm on at the most 3 here in a second, can just be really unfortunate for both me and my game plan. And then have to waste a Wasteland right now just to kind of keep myself at odds with you.
Yeah, that makes sense. And where the hell is my second tropical island?
Uh
And
oh.
oh,
Looks there it is.
I'm gonna find a tundra
That's
just
not the Tundra.
because. Yeah, because having access to double white is not the worst.
Yeah, seems good.
And I'm going to flash in an endurance.
All right, so go ahead and read Endurance for me.
So one green green flash reach. When it enters
Mm-hmm.
the battlefield, up to one target player puts all cards from their graveyard onto the bottom of their library in a random order, and you can evoke exile a green card from your hand.
All righty. So you're flashing that in.
Yeah.
This is where I'm gonna daze you. I'm gonna pop this Volk to my hand.
Okay. That is fine. So I want to explain like why I did that play. And it's because if endurance resolves, I can shuffle in the four cards that are in Pope's graveyard into the deck, thus cutting off Murktide Regent for this turn.
Yeah, it's a very easy daze target. So untap upkeep. We're gonna draw now. we're gonna play this bulk again.
Yeah, I'm putting you off of a third land drop. Also sounds good to me.
Yeah, it feels real good for you. It's not the best for me, unfortunately, but we are going to then now start building up a board state, I think is the correct move here. We have now kept you off of creating a pretty decent beefy boy. So I think we're going to go young pyromancer here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play here. I do have another creature in hand. I do have a sprite dragon in hand, but I think with the fact that there is no immediate threat on Doc's board, I think a young pyromancer just gives me the opportunity to now build a board state with the disadvantage in lands I have. So I'm going to pass the turn after that.
Yeah. I'll keep draw. Play Tropical Island. And then let's play Jason My Sculptor.
Jace seems real good right now. But I'm going to respond to your Jace. I'm going to force pitch a ponder and young pyromancer trigger.
Young Pyromancer trigger on the stack. Like the swords, the Young Peasy.
Sure.
Jace goes down. Oh wait, it's
Right.
exiled. And yeah, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Now, I have to defend there because I believe Doc decides to start fucking with the top of my library here after knowing I'm behind.
Oh yeah,
And
100%.
and I think we have to do this now. Doc is tapped out, so we are going to actually get to try and play this card. I'm going to delve 5 for a Murktide Regent, exiling 5 instants and sorceries. So we have a 8/8 entering the battlefield.
That is real good. Like really, really, really good.
Yeah.
You're also missing an elemental, Pope.
That's right. I am missing an elemental
Mhm.
because the trigger goes on the stack. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. So we have a Murktide Regent on the stack for you, Doc.
Yeah, unfortunately it is very good.
All righty. Yeah. So we're gonna move to combat and hit you for 1,
Ouch.
and then we are going to pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's go ahead and brainstorm.
That seems fine.
2, 3.
Rax from the
I
chat
do.
said Pyro versus Dragon here is close, and I appreciate getting to hear the logic. I like to play Pyro when I can immediately play a cantrip or similar Sprite Dragon. Might actually be the card I'd rather survive.
That's definitely understandable. I had the ponder in hand, but with the young Peasy, but I needed also the fact that I had the ability to have a force backup for either a Jace or the fact that I had my possibility of bringing down a Murktide. And but I think now in hindsight, I think the Sprite Dragon might have been the more correct play, as it was a wide open board state to get in there for 1 or get in there for 2 at least, while having a nice little the start of a beefy dragon.
And a comment from earlier, Model Princess in the chat says Blackwood says hi. We're listening on our way home.
Lovely. Love you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
I am going to pass turn.
Alrighty,
Unfortunately,
untap.
1 card in hand.
Untap, upkeep. We are going to draw. Blue and a red. We are going to now slam the dragon.
Yeah, dragon good.
Alrighty. And we are going to bolt you.
I'll take 3.
All right, put you to 16. You've got a trigger here. And then we will swing the team. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11 coming at you.
After attacks. Flash and Ice Fang.
Ice Fang is good.
ETB drop.
Yeah.
Fetch.
Yeah.
Go down.
Ice Fang phase, you need to have what
3.
3?
I need 1 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
unfortunately,
go get your snow basic.
yep. Unfortunately, don't have it. As I realized, was one of the reasons why I might want to have been fetching basics.
Yeah. Now that is
Well,
an unfortunate with me getting a little hasty with wanting to get in with everyone, having the bolt for a possibility of a coatl. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'll flash an endurance as well.
Damn. All right. All the good cards for
Yeah, that
uh
that that brainstorm was okay, and then I will choose to shuffle in my graveyard into my
yeah.
library.
Seems good.
Um, Possibly shouldn't have done that because of Uro, but, like, I'd rather get, like, the redraws, and you shuffling in your 2 really
You
doesn't matter.
actually don't shuffle them into your graveyard, into your library. They go on the
Oh,
bottom.
it is they go on the
They
bottom.
do, yes, yes.
Oh. Oh, hit me with the GRV.
Wow. It's only game one, Doc. Come on.
I know, I know. This is a 3/4. There was an accidental, with the printing. So, Endurance is gonna hop in front of the, Sprite Dragon,
That seems good.
and the Ice Fang is gonna not hop in front of anything. I'm gonna take
Nice.
9.
The ice thing is not going to hop in front. All right.
Yep. Hoping
Sounds
to hit a basic or something like that to turn on the Death Touch.
sounds good to me. After that, I will pass the turn.
Upkeep, draw. I will pass the turn.
All right. We will untap upkeep draw. Coatl power toughness.
1/1. It has Death Touch as long as you control 3 other snow permanents.
Alrighty. We will cast at sorcery speed. We will chain lightning the Coatl.
Yeah, I don't have red to flash it back.
And then endurance is a 3/4, correct?
A 3/4, correct.
All right. We will swing in from 8.
I will flash in a Quaddle.
Yeah. You got it.
ETB drop.
Yep. You've got to draw.
Um, now this is a really it's a moment here because Ice Fang turning on would have saved me there. But do I chance the Ice Fang or do I lose the endurance? Oof, this is so tight. Because one fetch land turns on Ice Fang Quaddle.
Yes, it does.
I think I just gotta lose the endurance.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play. You need something that can actually kill the Murktide on the board.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so yeah, after that, I will pass the turn, holding up a 1/1 and one card in hand with 2
You
open
draw.
mana.
That's not bad.
I mean, I guess it's a Swords to Plowshare. It's gonna eat my Murktide.
No, it's a Jason the Mind Sculptor.
That seems really good.
Uh, so do we brainstorm or do we bounce? Is the real question.
That is the real question.
Oh man, because if I bounce out, you can just recast it.
I
But
have 2. I have the ability to pay for it in full. Well, I would have to pay. I'd have to tap out for it. Um,
yeah,
but I do have the ability to delve and make it at this moment a 5/5.
yeah, let's go ahead and just bounce it.
That seems fine.
Yeah, I can't risk it. Uh, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna untap upkeep draw. We're gonna grab a Misty. We're gonna crack this Misty.
Stifle.
I'm gonna go to 21. Excuse me, sir. Don't you dare. Um,
Talk about a card that's like disappeared now. How that with the new Modern Horizon adaptations, like Stifle's really just kind of gone.
yeah, it can be. So we got one card in hand, correct, Doc?
Yeah, one card.
So we are gonna spend a red and chain lightning the Coatl.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Quaddle's down.
I think we just get that out of the way. I think we're kind of just tired of seeing it in our zone right now. And then we are going to tap 1 and 2. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. We're going to whoopsie. We're gonna leave a Misty in We'll get that chain lightning in here. We will play this Murktide Regent as a 6/6.
Yep. It's good, unfortunately.
After that, we will pass the turn.
Question from the chat. Prez BOTW says, if Stifle is gone, that means it's good again, right?
It could be.
Ooh, possibly. Brainstorm.
This is an island. This is just a Grand Prix promo island.
2, 3. Yeah, it is a gorgeous island.
Love them. We have 3 Volks in a Grand Prix island.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
You're not wrong,
Yep.
Prez. Honestly.
I'm going to Swords the Murktide Regent.
That's all right. I'll go to 27. We're gonna be hellbent for a while. Seems okay.
Yep. I am also. I'll leave up blue green.
Assume we're gonna get an Uro here.
Oh, I'll play a Narset.
Ah, that seems really good main deck against a Delver deck. All right. Lovely.
Yep. I'm gonna take down. Look at the top 4.
You're right. Thank you so much.
3, 4. I guess I'm gonna take this Force of Will because it's the only
Seems
one, and put the
yeah.
rest of the bottom in a random order.
Yeah, random order.
Yeah, I know. I learned my lesson. Go ahead.
So now we know that Doc has a Force and a Narset. This could be really good, bad, and really bad it is when we draw it off the top. So yeah, we're gonna get in for 1.
Me, Jace, Narset.
You,
I am at 6.
you. We are gonna hit
Oh,
you. We're absolutely
woo!
gonna hit you.
Yep. Okay, I'm down to 5.
We are
Yep,
on a
we
clock.
racing now.
We race, and we're gonna pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. That's not bad.
Our draw was pretty mediocre, and you played the perfect card because now my hand became even worse. So, good on you, Doc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
real.
I figured as much. I figured it was okay to slam that.
Yeah,
Now the real question is, do I want to just start fate sealing you so that way I control that because you don't have any fetch lands out. And I think I'm gonna do that. Let's get this game over with. Let's fate
all
seal
right.
you.
So I'm gonna turn away,
Okay.
and there you go.
Yeah, you keep that right on top, homie.
I don't like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can like all that all you want. Let's go ahead brainstorm from hand.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. We not?
I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at my damn sideboard, figure out what I need to use to not have this happen next game. Seems real good. Yeah, these cards seem real good. Really glad they're in my sideboard.
Let's go ahead. Definitely want that. Yep. No, we'll do it like that. Uh, I will play a Sylvan Library, and then I will pass the turn.
Yeah, that seems real good. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna guess it's a land. It is a land. We're gonna slam that land, and we'll hit you for 1 since there's no threat on the board. So, and here it comes. Great. Yeah.
I'll play an Ice Fang.
Yeah, that seems real good. I think at
Oh,
this point I'm gonna concede.
yeah,
There
we
is
can.
not much I'm gonna get out of this now. I did draw a brainstorm, which felt real
Oh,
bad. Yeah, so there was
oof.
a brainstorm, and we got a
Yeah,
preordain, and yeah, we're just not gonna. There's not much we're
yeah.
gonna get out of that.
Turn
Um,
the corner. Got there, luckily. So, do we want to do a break in between sideboarding, or do we want to just like talk
no,
about
I think
pull
we go
out?
straight. I think we'll do breaks between the matches. I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I
So
think
we flipped over to the other screen right now. What we're looking at is the deck list, is the Bant Miracles deck list. So we'll start from Doc's side. Doc, you just played against Blue Red Delver. You were able to control Blue Red Delver to the point of essentially run him out of threats. You are basically at the point of an Uro, a Jace, any kind of finisher comes down. You're in the driver's seat now. What do you look at sideboarding here?
Yeah, so sideboarding here, that Murktide region is absolutely terrifying. If you
Yeah,
don't have an
it's great.
answer for it, like very, very fast, it can be kind of busted. That being said, because we don't have like the red splash, we're on the green splash, kind of got to play around with it a little bit. So I'm definitely thinking the prismatic ending is going to be good for the Delver and the other possible threats. Uh, I'm actually looking at this third copy of Endurance as just a way to just keep on nuking your graveyard. Like, it seems like a possibility that, like, I might wanna bring that in, but honestly, Back to Basics is probably one of my favorite cards to bring in against Delver, like,
Yeah, that card's
of all time.
super good against us. So
Yeah.
I'm going in a really awkward route here because I think because of how long our matches could possibly go, we're going to go a little bit spicier here. I'm definitely going to be bringing in the four Pyroblasts against you, as you are pretty much a just big blue deck. And I think that's a really good way of stopping cards like Uro, stopping cards like Narset and Jace from staying around and doing too much damage. And then I think we're going to be bringing in also because we just saw our game go to 5-6 turns. I think we are going to bring in a Court of Calling against you to
Oh!
be able to keep myself alive off the draw while also being able to close out a game without having to worry about possibly all of my creatures dying to swords and removal.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. So because of the sideboarding way, bringing in that extra endurance,
Hmm.
I don't want to be cutting green cards. So I'm actually looking to just cut down on force effects because just having dead force of will draws and such like that. So like I'm thinking cutting two force of wills, two force of negations against you, and just bringing in more proactive threats and such like that.
I think that's super fine. I'm working on what I think I need to do with you, because like I said, I'm a big sucker for overboarding, and I'm trying really hard to get better at that in 2021. So I'm thinking my board here is to actually bring out one of the long game threats because I just don't think it works well enough in this matchup. We saw that it was a little slow, so I'm actually thinking about cutting the two young pyromancers, two expressive iterations, and a chain lightning here.
Ooh, actually, I just realized Hydroblast kills Sprite Dragon.
Yes, it does. It is a blue creature.
Uh, I think I'm gonna cut a Jace the Mind Sculptor for a Hydroblast.
I think
I think
that's I think that's a correct call. Sprite Dragon can just get out of hand extremely quickly.
Sprite Dragon gets so out of hand so fast, and having a 1 mana removal spell for it seems really good.
Yeah, I think that's a super strong choice here. So we're gonna go ahead and shuffle up here and get into game two here. I'm gonna be on the play, hopefully having only brought in 5 cards, which I think are really strong in this matchup. Like I said, we're just gonna move into a more of a control-y kind of see if we can match in a control aspect. I didn't want to bring in the third force. I think just having the 6 forces in the main right now is fine, and then we just generate some red and being able to use those pyroblasts. I think that puts us in
I
a really good
can't
positive spot.
I can't wait to back to basics the hell out of you.
I mean, that's fine. I do. You did see 2 basics that game, so I'm okay. But like I said, I am also running the ability to blow up a back to basics because that card is nasty against us.
Oh, Back to Basics is one of my favorite cards right now in the entire Legacy meta. I mean, you even saw on a control deck, which can run Back to Basics, you saw me fetch how many dual lands? There's at least 2 tropical, 1 tundra, and 1 savanna in the deck.
Yeah, I saw
And
4 or 5 that game.
yeah, 4. I think I'm on 4. Oh yeah, 5, 5, 5 because double tropical island.
And I think that's even a stronger point because then I think it's a really good way of keeping your opponent honest and even possibly off guard. I saw 5 duels. I don't think I'd expect to bring in a back to basics. I don't think I would expect you to bring in a back to basics um,
Yeah.
against that. I think that can really throw an opponent for a game two, just like sweep under the rug where they've fetched 3 times for that. And that's actually how I'm going to be taking that matchup because, like I said, we're going to be playing like these matches are in the blind. I wouldn't know that Doc could bring in a back to basics. And that can be, like I said, I saw 5 duels that game. That can be really brutal. We're going to go 3 on top for you, my friend.
3 on top. Okay, I'll take 1 on top for you.
No problem.
Dan
Good
TCG
old
in the
girl.
chat says prismatic ending is really strong. I have come to find out. So he is all about your prismatic ending plan, Doc.
There are I think 4 copies in the total deck because there's 2 in the main. No, only one inside. So 3 copies across the entire 75, and I'm gonna play all 3 copies. I love this card.
Wow. So we
Um,
we open our hand. It's not the best hand to be looking at. If a couple of these cards change, so we're definitely gonna be shipping this back. I just think it's way too slow. I mean, it gives us a lot of options late to do what we want, but we've got a wasteland, a volcanic island. We've got days, double force, a murktide, and a lightning bolt. I'm
oh,
not a huge fan of this.
I am hard keeping mine, dude. Hard keeping mine. And, um yeah, like that seems a little bit rough though. Like honestly, I mean, double force of will could be not bad if you're like against Doomsday, but like here it's like, nah,
Mhm.
dude, you want the card advantage, not the card disadvantage.
And
So
yeah, and to Rex, to answer your question, I didn't see Terminus in game one. That's the big thing. So I'm still on the fence of whether Doc could be running it. I know personally Doc's not running Terminus, but in a match, maybe Doc just had a run of bad luck and just kept finding spot removal to be able to deal with that number of creatures. I mean, I only played 4 creatures that game, so it wasn't a huge deal. But that's
yeah,
why now knowing that I'm playing against a Miracles list after the possibility of game one, I think I'd still take that. That is absolutely disgusting.
I this hand is
You snap
uh,
keep that.
this is Sneep. This is Sneep territory. This is so good. This hand is basically okay. I would like another land personally because I want to get to the Uro on 3 as well as Ice Fang Coatl. So I'm gonna Abundant Harvest is basically a ponder that's always gonna hit the land that I want.
Yeah,
That is
that is the hand when you're at an FNM. You look at your best friend across the room and just kind of smile and nod your head. Yeah, you do that one, and or your buddy's sitting right next to you who's already finished their match because you're playing Bant Miracles, and you just laugh. Um,
yeah. This hand is dude. Like I'm sorry.
no,
Hey,
that
this
is
deck
that's super strong. But
this
we do have a really good hand here, and I think we're gonna be in a really good position. We're actually going to bottom. So we're gonna bottom this card, and I think I'm not. I'm pretty sure it's the right decision because we do have some pieces here that I think are better. We're gonna actually bottom this force of negation. I just don't think it's good enough right now, but we do have Misty, Wasteland, Bulk, Delver,
ooh,
Days, Ponder.
ooh. That's not bad. You have turn 1 threat, which is the hardest thing for me to deal with.
Yeah, I think this is the correct play to bottom the force because we do still have 2
Mm.
possible island pitches with a Days. So I'm gonna
I'm gonna
bottom.
hard agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand about bottoming that force. Um,
Yeah. All
so
you, dude.
Doc snap keeps, which is terrifying, but we are gonna go and start this game too, and we're gonna go Volcanic Island into a Delver of Secrets and Signet.
Honestly, one of the best draws you can have for turn 1 Delver. Yeah, let's just go Snow Covered Forest into Abundant Harvest.
Yeah, I think you still let, even though I have days in hand, I think the Abundant Harvest still isn't that big of a threat. It's not really the card you counter with a days.
Yeah,
I think the card's fine. So yeah, the card's good.
I would say land.
Yeah, seems good.
Uro, swords, ponder, swords,
Wow.
Sylvan Library, Tundra. That is why this card is busted.
Yeah.
Ponder won't do that. I know that I need another land drop next turn. Like, that's insane. I need
Yeah.
copies of this now. Like,
Now what happens? So that's for our wonderful viewers. Where do the rest of those cards go?
put a card from your hand on the bottom of your. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
That's what I thought. So those cards don't disappear. Those cards don't go to discard. Those cards don't hit the bin. Those cards go back into the library, and you just keep going. That card's absolutely insane.
Which
I've heard
seems
some
pretty
people
good
already.
considering we all play fetch lands in our decks.
Yeah, I'm extremely. I've heard already calls for it to be banned in modern with Titan. The deck runs extremely well with Titan, with that card in Titan. So just
That
absolutely, yeah,
is.
that card's so powerful, and I understand why Miracles is instantly playing it.
I like this card.
Yeah,
This is some
card's
good
super
stuff.
strong.
I'll pass it back to you, homie.
Cool. So we're gonna untap Delver. We're gonna reveal a Force of Will
Ah,
and flip this
fuck.
Delver.
Okay, this is the hard part now.
And knowing that, so now here's the question: we know it's in Doc's hand, but the thing is we saw Doc Abundant Harvest naming land. So the instant reaction is to just go Wasteland. Even though we have the Misty in hand, I think dropping a Wasteland, knowing that Doc could be mana screwed here, or
I
could
got
be.
Tundra,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's a valid wasteland target. Yeah,
Exactly. So we know that that's a thing we need to be. We possibly could be putting them on the ropes very early. So I'm gonna swing this 3-2 at you, my friend.
I will take 3 and be very
Sounds
sad.
good. And then after that, we are going to cast this Ponder.
Yeah, that's good.
So Ponder, real good. Looking at the top group of cards here. I'm really actually pretty happy with what I'm seeing, especially with what we drew off the top. Especially when we drew that Force. I think this is a really strong top three to look at. So we are actually going to be putting 1 and 2 and 3 on top, and then we're going to draw this card. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're going to actually put this back. We're going to draw that card and put this here because
Yeah, you
that's the
cool,
better
bud.
play here. Yeah. And then we're going to say go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hmm. I'm gonna play the Tundra that you know about,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna play an engineered explosives on 1.
sure. That seems real good. And I think that actually may be force worthy here. Um, so that's actually exactly what we're going to do. We're going to force of will pitching. We saw this on the Ponder, this Murktide Regent.
Mhm.
So that is what we're going to be aiming at here.
Uh, Unfortunately, that is going to resolve.
It feels good to pitch a 7 mana card to a force of will.
Oh yeah. So my Tundra is up here, and I know it's gonna die. I know this is not long for this world, so I need to this proactively, and that's the thing. I have 2 plays right now. I can either jam the second engineered explosives that I drew and into play, or I can ponder. And I think jamming ponder into days over jamming the engineered explosive is better or overall because this looking for the ponder is going to be looking for another a stable source of white mana and a stable source of blue mana.
Mhm.
So I think I want to ponder here.
Pope, question from the chat. Question for Pope, just because I'm unsure, is the CMC of Insectile Aberration 1 or is it 0?
I believe because it is a flip card, I believe it's the back. I think it sees the backs. I
Yeah.
believe its CMC is 0, correct?
No, it's the same. There was the
Is it one?
ruling
It's the same
change.
as the one, right? It's the same as the front.
It's the same
That's
as
what
the
I.
front.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I. Yeah, the new rule change. It becomes the same as the front. So yes,
Yeah.
it is still a CMC one. So yeah, the Ponder is good. I'm gonna wasteland your Tundra in response to the Ponder.
Yep. Reasonable. I knew it wasn't long for this world, but I just needed to get some blue mana, and that is going to be a hard shuffle.
Yeah, and I think that's in our mind right now, we think we've put Doc on the back burner because he did abundant harvest for a land. I think that in our mindset, we are in the driver's seat now. Now, Doc's hand's still straight gas, but we think we're good.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have a clock. You have
Yeah,
the
I do
one of the
have the
best
3-2.
clocks that you can have,
We
and
do have
so
the 3-2
because of
beater.
that, like I have to be able to deploy this around days and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Go ahead.
Uh, Untap, upkeep.
As
We are
far as
going to
it.
draw this card that we saw. We're going to play this Misty Rainforest, and then we are going to swing for 3,
I take it.
and then we will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Ooh. Okay, Misty on the board. I'm gonna make my land drop for a tropical island.
Seems real good.
Oliver V, thank you
And
so much for the resub. Also, as a question for Pope, why are there no glittering wishes in this list?
Because we're not playing jank. We're playing real stuff.
we're playing
As much
good
as
decks.
and I'm actually what's funny is I think we put Abundant Harvest into Ascendancy and Legacy because the card's just that good.
Oh yeah.
So card's just so good.
So I am gonna jam the engineered explosive here, playing around days.
Yeah, that seems so good, especially when especially since we have days in hand, which is really, really unfortunate. Now we can force Doc to attempt to tap out um, to fight over this, but I think we know he's got the man. I think we actually just let this resolve, which is a big feels bad.
Yeah,
So yeah, your engineer explosives is good.
yeah. I am going to pass the turn. Turn
Alrighty. At your end step, we're going to crack this finish. We're
sounds
gonna go to
good.
19. We got you guys got me. You guys got me. As much as I love that deck, and as much as it is so fun to pilot, it's straight jank. And we are not playing jank on Legacy Live. We are playing some of the best decks that are showing up right now on MTGO. And like I said, we're only on game. We're only on match one. You guys can't wait. Blackwood, I saw you in the stream. You've got it. It's coming. Match 3. It's coming.
Yeah, there is. So round one, we definitely wanted to play like good meta decks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But this time, but like as we go further on, we'll get the jank coming out.
Yeah.
We'll get the
Absolutely.
jank coming out.
See, this is what feels really bad right now. Like, I know that you boarded in back to basics, but I'm gonna play a third volcanic island
Get
here.
it?
Yeah,
You
so
don't care.
we don't care because we wouldn't think it. We've seen now basic and trop and also tundra in the second match. We're gonna attempt to swing for 3 and see if this gets popped here in our face.
I need two to pop it.
Oh, you do need two
So
toss. We're gonna hit you
yeah,
for
so
2.
the three is gonna be good.
Yeah, we're gonna hit
Like
you for 3.
that is definitely a thing. That wasteland did keep me off of play and pop in the same round.
Yeah,
So
so all you, my guy.
okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Woo, we got there. Okay. See, what's nice is the fact that now I have the choice on when to pop it and what to
Yeah,
pop it with.
engineer explosives is a
Mm.
real good card, and I
Uh,
like that.
I'm gonna pass turn.
Yeah, see, this is where it becomes a very scary game for a Delver player. Now, this is where it does also become fun when you're a Delver player. So we're gonna go 2 mana here, and we're gonna show you a Sprite Dragon.
Ooh, yeah, Sprite Dragon's good.
We're gonna move to combat and swing 4.
Ooh. I'm gonna flash an Ice-Fang Total.
Uh, Coral is good
ETB drop.
on the ETB. I'm gonna fold it. Trigger a Sprite Dragon.
Yeah, I got cheeky.
Yeah,
That's good. ETB drop.
yeah, your ETB is still good.
Okay. I will take 5,
5,
unfortunately.
and then we will say go.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Cards in hand.
I have 1 card in hand.
Uh, Prismatic Vista. Oh, sorry. There's a charge counter on here.
It does have a beautiful sunburst charge counter.
I am going to pass turn.
Alrighty, untap. Upkeep draw. So we're gonna do this because we can now present lethal. We're gonna chain lightning targeting you.
Ooh. Chain lightning targeting me. Yeah, that's. Hmm. So it's.
Yeah, thank you. Trigger. This goes to 3/3. I'm bad at magic. It's fine.
Uh. Yeah, I'll take it.
So you'll go down to 3,
Yep.
and I will attempt to swing 6 damage.
I will fetch. Go down 2
Yeah, you will.
because I know no fear.
See, now I've seen 3 basics. That's when I start getting a little worried, knowing how many I
Oh,
saw in the first game. How many duels I saw in the first game, and you have now fetched 3 straight times. You've now fetched twice for basic mana.
I'm gonna flash in Ice Bank Portal.
We are going to attempt to daze pitching this island back toward you. This volcanic island. So now the question is do you protect the quaddle?
Force
Oh,
pitching.
there's a force. That's a force. Oh, it's so good. Why
Go
are you
down to
so
1.
good at Magic? Yeah, you go down to 1, and that's gonna happen.
Block. Oh, ETB drop.
Yeah, ETB's
Block
good.
the Sprite Dragon,
Yeah, Sprite
and
Dragons.
then before damage, I'll pop the Engineer Explosives,
Yeah, that seems really good.
and then we'll trade.
Yeah, because you've got beautiful Death Touch, and I don't. So seems real good. Uh, After that, we're gonna pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, that's such a good draw out for you with that force. That was so strong.
So I was sweating the entire time.
That's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
brainstorm.
Yeah, your brainstorm is good. That was
One,
such a
2,
strong, strong,
3.
strong card to draw.
Oh yeah.
Ice Bear
Uh,
comes in with a question. Pope, any reason to not play the Volk post combat?
Maybe. I mean, there's not really a reason not to. I think also just in case my opponent forgets what's in hand, it's always a nice way. Uh, and yeah, also if I do draw a brainstorm, it does make it a little bit better.
Yeah, it looks like chat actually agrees
uh,
with you there.
Yeah.
Just having it there to brainstorm away just gives you another possibility of a card in hand.
Now,
I'm gonna pass the turn, and on your upkeep,
untap,
I'm going.
upkeep.
I'm going to flash in an endurance.
Yeah, seems real good.
I will
What's
target your yard.
Yeah, that seems real good. This all goes to my bottom of my library in a random order, correct?
In a random order. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bottom, not shuffled in.
And while you guys are doing that, let's take this moment to remind everybody who we are and where we came from.
Yeah,
So we
we
are
are.
the MTG Paper Legacy Discord. I'm gonna finish this. Go ahead, Doc.
I'm Dr. Leo. This is Popoffy. We're mods on the MTGPL discords. We play and promote Paper Legacy and Paper Magic, and this is our new event, Legacy Live. Just jamming some live games with the latest decks, and the new Modern Horizons inventions, and yeah, just having fun. Like this is a chill place to be. Hey, a great place to play events. We have weekly Legacy events, and yeah, it's great times.
So thankfully the draw was nice. We're gonna play this Ponder,
Ponder's good.
yeah, which feels really good right now. Not the worst card. Um, we don't like what we see. We see 3 lands, which just does not feel good right now. But also means we can put all those cards that were on the bottom to the top.
Yeah, but I'm still at 1.
Yeah, you are still at
That
1. So any
Sprite
bolt,
Dragon is terrifying. Bolt
sprite,
is
bolt.
terrifying.
So we are gonna shuffle real good here. See if we can call the gods to give us a game 3 for our first match of the day. And I wouldn't hate losing because I do get to play my baby next. I do get to play the baby that I'm probably gonna be playing in Legacy for a little while next turn. But
Oh yeah.
all right,
Uh,
part of the cards, baby. Part of the cards. Pass.
Ooh. Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Well, I'm gonna help with this. Jace.
Yeah, seems real good right now.
Let's just go ahead and just take right the hell up.
Yeah, you want to look at the top card of my library?
Yes, I would love to look
I'm
at
gonna
the top
turn
card of
away
your
now.
library.
Turn away. You got it.
You can keep that on top.
I don't like that.
I am not going to attack in with endurance because Sprite Dragon is still terrifying, but I'll hold off for right now.
Anything
Like
else?
I'm just digging for an Uro. Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty,
And
untap.
I know what the top card of my library is, so like that's the reason why I'm holding off right now.
So we're gonna play the Scalding Tarn and pass now that we know that Doc has a Jace. So now we can kind of fetch away whatever Doc decides to do at the top of our library.
Draw. All right. I would first like to Abundant Harvest.
Yeah, that card's so good.
I'm
Card
gonna
is
say
so
non-land.
strong. Yeah,
Oh, no
yeah.
set. Harder
Oh,
avails.
wow. Wow. Yeah, sure. Sure. Sure, sure, sure.
I think what we're
Uh,
feeling right now is deja vu.
Yeah, this is exactly how game one ended, except it was a quaddle and not endurance. This is brutal.
I'm going to brainstorm.
Yeah, that seems strong here.
2, 3. Not the best.
We like that.
No fetch land. But the Narset's nice.
Narset is good. Narset's
Uh,
gonna hit. Is Narset hitting the table? Yeah, it seems real good.
I'm gonna down tick.
Yeah, go ahead and look at the top four.
2,
Probably grab a force.
4. No, I'll take a Swords of Plowshares.
That seems also real good in a creature based deck.
And I will pass the turn.
At your end step, we will crack this tarn because
Yep.
I have a feeling it's a land on top, and I'm gonna look. That's a heartbreaker. There might have been a bolt on top. It's an absolute heartbreaker sometimes in Magic the Gathering.
Rip. That's why you never check.
Yeah, I mean, I had to look, and because now I've seen you fetch 4, I'm gonna grab a basic. Um, there's always the threat now that I have seen 4 basics come down from you that you have something going on
Oh yeah.
that could be becoming down, and that could just be very scary, which I don't like. So let's see what we got here. So untap upkeep. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn.
Pretty much digging for Uro.
Oh, this point, yeah, wouldn't surprise me. We're gonna play this Misty and say go.
Yeah, Dan, that's exactly correct. That's exactly why I took the Swords of Plowshares. So I can swords my own endurance as a just in case.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea. It really isn't the worst.
Let's go ahead and brainstorm with Jace.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. There we go. That feels better. This time I will get in for 3
Yeah, I will go to 14.
because I will then jam an Uro.
Yeah, that seems really good.
Gain 3 life, draw a card.
Put a land into
Uh,
play.
don't have a land to put into play, unfortunately.
How many cards
And
do you have in
then
hand?
I have 5 now.
Yeah, that's 5 cards that with no land. That seems pretty spook.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Narset, so it's going to go up to
Yeah,
6.
yeah,
1,
that's just unless you
2,
whiff.
3, 4. Ooh, this is a tight one. This is tight. I think I'll take this Hydroblast.
Yeah, that seems really good.
And then Uro's already in the yard, and then I'll pass the turn.
Oh, that's pretty much GG's at this point. I'm gonna draw for turn. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. We're gonna fetch here. Go to 13.
Yeah, this deck is busted. I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
say this right now. If you're playing Bant control, if you want to play Bant, like for one, endurance completely changed this entire matchup. The fact that I wiped out your delve threat without while also getting a 3/4 flash body is insane.
Perhaps if I win from here, I'm my own hero. Honestly, this is a dig if I've ever seen one. Um, we're gonna be fighting hard now at this point. Um, it's a very big uphill battle. And for all of you who think, if all of you guys think that Delver is the best list, it might be a rude awakening for some Delve now. For some,
Honestly, having endurance as just a straight up way to always kill and trade kill Delver is insane. The fact that it's a 3/4, like there's no reason why it should be a 3/4.
So we're gonna pay 4 and delve 3 and cast this Murktide Regent, which becomes a 4/4.
Wait, this Hydroblast is in my hand. What am I doing?
There is a Hydroblast in your hand.
Um, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna pass the turn.
I'll swords it on your end step.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the only threat I've drawn, and you do have a Hydroblast. So this is unfortunately feeling very bad, and I'm pretty sure at this point, if my next draw is anything bad, I think we just concede the game and walk
Yeah.
away from the table. Um,
His Fang Quaddle also on end step. Do you want daze me, bro?
you got it, bro. You got it. Your Quaddle's good.
Oh yeah, this deck is disgusting. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
it seems so strong right now.
honestly, the fact that like you can, so the fact that you can this deck is only running 19 lands because you can abundant harvest for them.
Yeah.
You just don't even care.
That's
Um,
exactly right, Ice Bear. It's just he has too many cards. Yeah, at that point,
I'll
I'm gonna flip over the top card of my library. Let's see what it is. It's a Sprite Dragon. We're definitely not gonna get there with that.
yeah,
It's too
no, I'm
many.
about to bring
There's a
back Uro, dude.
there's a Hydroblast in
Like, there's
hand.
a Hydroblast in hand. Like, this
So
deck is disgusting. This no one. So Mandius took this to a I think it was like a 6-0 or something like that to finish out the Legacy Challenge. This deck like dominated that tournament in a field of blue red Delver and everything like that. It is insane. Like this deck is the real deal. Like I know Honorog fancies the Terminus version, but having engineered explosives just felt so good.
against the meta that's very Delver heavy, I think it's absolutely insane.
Oh my
Um,
god, endurance is absolutely busted.
Yeah, I think the deck is absolutely insane. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a quick break, and then we are gonna get right back into it. We've got decks ready to go. I've got to do a little bit of deck building, but other than that, we are gonna be bringing you guys another great matchup here in about 2 to 3 minutes time. Stick around. We will be right back with more Legacy Live.